Okie dokie doke. We are going to jump straight back into this. So, amen and welcome. My name is Yuusha and welcome back to Sakura Shrine Gods. Now, if you remember from last time, we encountered the part where there was too much mayonnaise. And that was all it was. It was only mayonnaise. Now we're going to move on, and I have no idea what the hell's going to happen, but here we go, guys. Shoka. I don't buy that. Oh yeah, I have to make a choice. Wait. Did I... Wait, didn't I do this? Did I not save it? Did I not save? Oh no, I didn't save! Oh no, I don't think I did. No. But I am concerned. Yeah, I did this already. God damn, I've got to save it. Never mind. Don't pass this. There we go. How did I forget to save it? Alright, take two. Good evening and welcome. My name is Yuusha and welcome back to Sakura Shrine Gods. How did I forget to save? Oh dear. Now I can say we've gone past the bit that one. So now we're going to find out what the hell we're going to do now that we're home. We're either going to run into Naoko or we're going to see the girl I keep on forgetting what her name is. So Shoka. What a day that was. Kayo, that's her name. Kayo and Naoko have been bullied by disembodied spirits around school now. Why are they getting targeted?
Hey Toru, thinking about those two stray cats again, are you?
Yeah. Whenever I'm around them, spirits seem to start acting up.
That's because they're the new kids on the block. They're going to be the two guardian spirits of the two gates. That means that they are going to govern all the spirits in the surrounding lands too. So as you can understand, some spirits don't take too kindly to them. It's been rather wild around here since it's been a few years without proper guardian spirits. Until the Ascension Festival happens, you're going to be dealing with things like that a lot. Another reason why you're around, you know?
So I'm like a spiritual bodyguard for them?
A bit like that, yeah. That's pretty much how it's always been in our family. So, did you have two spirits that you had to help too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while though.
Oh, that was me. Whoops. I suddenly became very old.
I haven't heard from them in a few years. I'm not that worried though. I'm going to end up in the beyond sooner or later as well. We can catch up then.
Sorry, Grandpa. I didn't mean to pry. It's just sort of slipped out.
Honestly, Toru.
He rushes my hair with one hand.
You don't get to my age without having a bit of mongrel in you. A few words aren't going to kill me. I'm just happy that we can talk about these things now.
Yeah, that's right. Whenever we talk now, he can carry a conversation with me about spirits. Before, I just nodded and agreed, never actually paying attention to what he was saying. I'm glad you're around to tell me all about these things. I don't know if I would have been able to handle this by myself.
That's what family is for, isn't it?
He puts a hand on my shoulder.
We're there for each other when we're sailing through troubled waters. Now then, hurry up and get some dinner into you. If we keep talking about sappy things all day, you're just going to make yourself sad. The past isn't as important as the here and now. Got it?
I gotta admit, one complaint I do have about this game is that the words are so close together. You couldn't just put a slight spacing in between them a bit more. Yeah, I completely agree. So what's for dinner tonight?
I decided that I'm going to try out cooking curry tonight.
Ooh, excuse me.
I've heard that curry helps stave off Alzheimer's disease.
What sort of curry are you thinking of tonight?
Not really sure yet. What about steak curry with plenty of chili?
Not too hot though. I really can't handle spicy food.
Come on, Toru. If we get you eating curry now, imagine how sharp your mind will be when you get to my age.
It's then that we hear someone knocking at the door.
Ooh, now who could that be?
I head over and open it wide. It's going to be Kaio.
Yes. Greetings, Toru.
She bows before me.
May I please come in?
And Naiko's there. Naiko steps in without a care in the world. She sniffs the air.
Hey, is that curry powder I smell? Oh, I want an extra big ball. Please restrain yourself. We are guests in the Akita household. As such, we have to conduct ourselves in a dignified manner.
If these two are here, then they must have made up somehow. Somehow, yeah. That's a small step in the right direction at least. I see what it's doing. It's making me choose which one I would like for an ending. I'm guessing there's two endings. I'm guessing, anyway. So, cut loose if you like. Well, grandfather's here. I understand they want to keep up mannerisms, but I don't want them to just say, like, cut loose completely. I mean, if it was my house, I would respect a little bit of manners at least. At the very least, so just a little respect, please. Hold on. I'm sure that it would be best to behave properly when you're grandpa's guests.
I don't really mind that much, you know. You two can make yourselves at home.
Grandpa seems happy to have extra company.
It's been a while since you last visited Kaio. Are you doing alright?
I am doing fine, Mr. Akita. Thank you for your concern.
Once again, she bows.
Seriously?
Grandpa just shakes his head.
Well, I usually cook too much anyway. It'll be ready soon, alright?
He shuffles off into the kitchen. So what brings you two here?
We wanted to see you, Toru. What she says is true. Also, I thought about what you said, and I apologized. I still think she's too much of a prude, though. Perhaps you're right. For now, though, let's not concern ourselves too much with that. I understand that Naiko has been helping you with your training. Could you please come by my shrine tomorrow so that I may help you as well? After school, of course. I don't have...
Oh, oh, that's Tori. I'm not turning feminine for him. Let me rephrase that. I'm not doing a feminine voice for him. There we go. That was totally... Ooh, you can quote that for God's sake. I don't have anything planned, so why not?
But I want to spend more time with him.
It's only fair, Naiko. This is a delicate situation, however. I have to make sure that I balance my time between both of them. If they get me involved with their feud, it's going to be really messy. Well, that is true. The last thing I want is to be accused of favouring one of them over the other. Yet again, that's probably why I'm here. The last thing I was expecting as a priest was to be playing peacemaker between two feuding spirits.
So how do you like your curry, you two? Hot and spicy? Or do you prefer mild like my grandson?
The hottest you can make it, please. I am more partial to mild curry. It is hard to enjoy the flavors when your mouth is burning.
Right. I remember now. We had a big curry night the last time you two came over. You really should come over more often, you know?
I can't keep up that voice for long. God damn my throat. Now that I think about it, Grandpa was living by himself before I came. Did he ever get lonely? I imagine he must have at times.
So you prefer mild curry too, Toru? And here I thought that you had a real taste in curry. I imagine that he simply possesses a deeper understanding of curry than you do. Truly enjoying the flavors instead of dumping spices in it is the only way to enjoy the curry.
I'm with Kaio on this one. I'm not the biggest fan of spicy foods. I thought they were going to feud over it. Okay, never mind. Okay, that was rather cut and dry. After enjoying some of the best curry I've had in years, Kaio and Naika end up joining me in my room. Alright, what are you two doing in there? Okay. Here's how this is going to go down. We're going to have a threesome. In a sense of a conversation, that is. You guys thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? You were right the first time, I'm sorry. The two of them stand awkwardly side by side. So really, why are you here?
There is no particular reason for our visit. What Kaya was trying to say is that it gets pretty lonely around our shrines at night. So we would like to be somewhere else just for today.
That's not an unreasonable answer. Yeah.
So this is your room, Taru? It is rather pleasant.
Naoko seems more interested in the television.
What's this thing supposed to be?
She pokes it with her finger. Please don't touch the screen like that.
Screen? It looks like a window, except it's not attached to a wall. And you can't see through to the other side.
She examines it curiously.
You should not tamper with things you do not understand, Naoko. Just because you said that, I want to tamper with it even more.
She begins feeling along the sides of it.
Oh, there's some sort of switch or a button.
She presses it and the television comes like, it's going to be noisy, isn't it? Startled, she leaps back from the screen. Her shock slowly gives way to wonder.
The pictures, they're moving.
It seems like there's an old cowboy film playing right now. Naoko suddenly seems like she's really excited.
Who are those little men running around inside the television?
Wait, hold on. She didn't know what it was, so how did she know it's a television? Wait. Plot there, hold on.
Are they spirits too?
Despite feigning polite disinterest, I'd noticed that Kaya can't take her eyes off the screen either.
What is this device supposed to be, Taru?
It's a television. Yeah, and somehow she knew?
Television?
You just said it was a television. No. One word, television. Her tail seems to form a question mark as she continues to watch the movie play. It looks like it's a chase scene with a train.
Did you tell me not to touch it so that I don't end up on the other side?
What? Oh, no, not quite, but...
The world inside the television looks pretty wild.
How can I explain that it will probably damage the screen if you touch it? She'd probably think that the little ripples in the display mean it'll suck you in or something. I'm not really sure how I would explain it to her. That is a difficult one, actually. Kaya seems to notice the uncomfortable look in my face.
I think we should turn it off for now. No, look, they're catching up to the train now.
Naoko seems to be getting into it.
We are bothering Taru. If I were to guess, how this device works is not a simple matter to discuss. I am sure that he would be willing to indulge us on the topic at another time. Aww. Come on, Kyle. Trying to have some fun once in a while.
That rhymed, I guess. Despite her feigned indifference, I think Kaya seems interested in the movie too. It's alright, I really don't mind. I can't quite think of a way to explain how televisions work right now. So let's just enjoy the movie.
Movie?
Once again, her tail goes into a question mark.
I suppose... look at the spacing in this thing.
There's not even spaces. It's just like it's one word. That if it is. Jeez. Spacing, please.
It's not a bother to Taru. We can continue watching.
Naoko purrs at that. She sets herself up on my bed, comfortably stretching out.
This is fun. Look out. He's behind you.
I wasn't expecting someone to like old cowboy movies so much.
Hey, Taru. Could you scratch behind my ears for me?
Huh? Why?
I thought it'd be a nice reward for me apologizing.
Okay, so that was why she was more in favour of it. She winks at me.
If you require someone to pet you, why not allow me to do it? No way!
But Kaya's hands are already moving behind her head.
Let the Yuri begin.
Yep, there we go. Well, we had to expect this sooner or later. She's got sensitive ears. She firmly grabs onto Naoko's ears. There's an immediate reaction from Naoko. She tries to pull away but is unable to escape Kaio's touch.
I swear you always put up such a fuss when I do this. Now they're sensitive. Why do you always do this to me? Every time.
The look in her face doesn't say that she hates it though.
Just relax, okay? I swear.
Every time Kaio strokes her ears and scratches them, Naoko visibly trembles from the sensation.
Since you're aware of how sensitive they are, why were you asking Toad to scratch them for you?
That's a good question actually.
You don't have any hidden motives behind it, do you? No, he's our priest. He should be able to do things like that. The priest must attend the needs of guardian spirits. You know that, right? Oh, really now? I can't help but wonder.
Kaio's movements become a bit fast. Oh, we're building up some serious friction here. Naoko arrives underneath her fingers, her tail swishing all over the place. I hear the lowest, smallest moan escape from her lips.
That's quite a noise that you made there. But that isn't my fault. It's always with you with your weird ear scratching technique. You do this to me every time. Well, let's just say that buckets of water make me feel especially angful. But I apologized. Apologize with your deeds, not with your words.
Yeah. You reap what you sow.
Anyone can simply say sorry. It takes a truly admirable individual to endure punishment. No, let go! Oh, help me! Make her let go!
Why did she want me to scratch her ears if this is the result? That is my main question now as well. I already know what I'm gonna choose. I already know. I think Kaio has a point. Well, I think that after that cold bucket of water, an eye for an eye.
No! Help! It would go a long way if she proved that she was truly sorry and stopped trying to struggle out of my grip.
Kaio is actually a little bit scary right now. Her demeanor hasn't changed much. She's demonstrating a steely, unbending determination. I just wish she wasn't using it for the wrong reason.
Tell you, make her stop. I don't have the strength to get away now.
Alright, fun's over. I spent the rest of the night acting as a mediator between these two parties. And watching too many cowboy movies. Wait, cowboy movies are usually like 3 hours long, aren't they? How many did you watch? 2 or 3? I don't know. When I woke up, the both of them were gone. I barely got any sleep last night.
You look like you've been through hell itself, Toru.
Grandpa slaps me on the back.
Women have a way of tiring you out, don't they?
Say the least. As it turns out, the both of them like old cowboy movies.
Those girls have good taste. You found quite the lucky catch, Toru.
I can only groan. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep putting up with this.
Relax, it's not that bad, is it? Just because something's a bit tough at first doesn't mean you should give up. The most rewarding thing in life are the things you have to work hard for. Now then, you have training in the afternoon with Kaio, don't you?
I'm guessing she told you on the way out?
Yep, she is rather forward. She wouldn't make a bad wife, you know.
Do you really think so?
Of course! Anyway, time for breakfast.
Is he telling me to marry a spirit?
I've got some bacon and eggs for you today.
To be honest, I wonder if many people actually like eggs by themselves. Like if they're boiled or whether they're fried or scrambled. I'm not the biggest egg fan. I used to eat it a bit when I was a kid, only scrambled. But recently now, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but if I have to eat it, I will eat it. Anyone else? Not just me? When you're a young man, you've got to eat to grow big.
When you're a young man, you gotta eat to grow big. Not to mention keep your energy up when dealing with girls.
I wish he would stop talking about girls. Stop, you're gonna turn him gay. After slogging through a boring day at school, I finally managed to drag myself into Kaio's shrine. Although Naoko's shrine is nice in its own way, I can't help but feel there is something far more mystical at work with Kaio's shrine. As I approach the front door, I seem to slip into the barrier between worlds. Small flecks of golden sparks shine through the air, almost as if fireflies are dancing through the air. I wish I could see, like the inside if I'm actually inside now, but I can't. Gentle whispers echo on the breeze. Slightly open the front door. Okay, I'm outside still. Okay, never mind. Slightly open the front door and etchy. No. Okay. Kneeling on the floor, Kaio bows before me as I enter.
Welcome, Taru. I apologize for not allowing you to get sufficient rest last night. It was rather selfish of me to not turn off the television.
Please, Kaio. You don't need to be so formal with me all the time. I keep telling you this.
I just feel more comfortable like this.
I like how she has that little cat mouth thing going on though. That is quite cute.
We share a special relationship, and I would like to give that relationship the utmost respect. So my actions are appropriate, I feel. I do not wish to be so carefree about it like Naoko is.
Quietly she sits up and turns toward the shrine.
Please sit down next to me.
Alright. I take a seat next to her, doing my best to mimic her seating posture.
Shrines are placed typically where the walls are thinnest. There is not a single place where a spirit or a priest has more power than at least these focal points. As such, this is the most appropriate place to train your skills. Clear your mind and open your heart.
Such things are easier said than done. However, I do my best to follow her instructions.
Now, just listen.
As I listen, I begin to hear voices all around me. Gentle, delicate voices. The words they speak, I can't understand them, but their voices are akin to wind chimes. Delicate and beautiful. I hear them. There are so many different voices though.
I know that this is overwhelming. That it is overwhelming, but you need to learn how to understand them in time. These spirits are the people who you will be working with. When you can simply take the time to stop and listen to what they have to say, through that you too will deepen your own understanding. Are you following me so far?
Yep, I think I am.
Those are the lessons that I'll leave you with for today. Since you have had so little sleep, I do not want to be inconsiderate and put you through anything too exhausting.
The entire time I'm with her, she seems to only consider my feelings on the matter. She's very considerate. Surprisingly so.
We can make this brief. If you wish to return home now, I understand. So please, go get some rest if you so desire.
What would you like me to do?
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm asking you, what would you like me to do? I'm tired and all, but if you would like me to stay for a while, that isn't exactly a problem for me. That actually surprised her a lot. She seems to be taken aback for a moment. But gradually she regains her composure.
You were saying odd things, Taru.
They aren't that odd, you know. They really aren't. You said that you're in my care, didn't you? And a priest should serve the guardian spirit, not the other way around. Right?
Well, I suppose that is true. If you would like to stay. I do not have any protests.
Well, that made her happy. She sees herself in a more comfortable position.
In fact, perhaps you could indulge my curiosity, Taru.
Sure, ask away.
If you were a cynic, then why do you come all of this way? After all, simply abandoning whatever life you had and moving somewhere else. That would have been difficult, right?
Well, I didn't believe in spirits or ghosts or the afterlife. That doesn't mean I don't believe in family. Even if you hate doing something, if it can bring a family member peace of mind, then I see no reason not to. The other thing is that old traditions need to be kept alive. Whether we like it or not, the past defines the future. So we have to do our best to preserve the past. even if we do not necessarily believe in it.
What an interesting way of thinking.
That was very philosophical.
So you came here to preserve a tradition?
Exactly. If I had not done that, I would not have gone through the rest of my life thinking my grandfather was becoming senile. But everything he said was the truth. I am just glad that I have found out now while he was still around.
I imagine it would be regretful to have discovered this after he passed into the beyond. But you should not worry about that. The flame of life burns brightly inside him. He's going to be around for a very long time yet.
Oh, I'm glad. We have a lot that we need to catch up on together.
I can only imagine.
Speaking about that, I just saw my granddad today. That actually made me very happy. Managed to have a good old conversation with him and everything. It was brilliant. She quietly looks out towards a small opening where the sun's rays are seeping through. A loud yawn escapes from her.
The sun is so pleasant today. The nature spirits around here are truly generous with their bounty.
Her tail wraps around her, her face filled with contentment. Although she tries to keep herself formal and composed, she is still a cat at the end of the day. The light of the sun lures all cats towards it, tempting them into sleep. Her tail looks especially glossy as the sun shines off of it. I'm still not going to get over this, but when the game said that her hair is black, it's not black, it's purple. It's purple. I know it is. Just look at me and Sweetest Monster at the second. That is black hair. This is purple. Like bright, it's slightly bright yet dark purple.
Is something the matter, Taru? You seem to be staring at me.
Oh, it's nothing.
Well, I won't pay it any mind then.
I don't want to admit it. But once again, I was being entranced by her beauty. I do not know if it is because she's a spirit or it's just my own perspective. But whenever I look at her, I feel this longing in my heart. I don't really understand why.
You're staring again, Taru. If something is making you uncomfortable, you should feel free to speak.
It's not that. Really, it's not. I had a bit of change the topic. So, just to run this by me again. There are spirits in everything around me. Kayo nods thoughtfully.
That is correct. Look, all around you. Don't you see something?
I look more closely. And I swear that I see the outlines of something drifting in and out of the shrine. I think I do. But I can only get a very vague idea of what I'm looking at.
Sight is the hardest sense to train when viewing spirits.
How come I'm able to perceive you so easily then? Yeah, that's actually a good question.
That ties in with the Ascension Festival. Normally spirits cannot remain in your world, but through the binding to these shrines and with our priest as a guiding light, we are able to anchor ourselves here.
Okay, that makes even more sense.
Which in turn gives us the authority to rule over the spirits in this land. The air you breathe, the food you eat, the water you drink, all of those things are filled with spirits and the very essence of life itself.
That's unsettling. I'm drinking spirits tonight. Hey, I might actually drink some spirits tonight. I have some whiskey. I've been eating spirits alive. I've been committing cannibalism of all spirits, including myself, with my own spirit.
Oh no, it's nothing like that at all. Nothing you can do can harm a spirit if you exist in the material world. The point is that these spirits ensure the health of your world. In essence, they are the cogs which keep the machine turning. Despite existing in an ambiguous state of being, they are as much part of your world as you are.
Oh wow. Oh wow, that was a bit of a burst. Kayo sighs to herself.
If only all spirits were so devoted to their duties.
You're talking about Naoko again, aren't you?
Who else?
Ooh, there's loads of shots going at Naoko. But even so... Hold on, look at it from her perspective. Let's try and branch out. Look at it from her perspective. I think that Naoko does have a point. Sometimes you have to relax a bit.
Perhaps she does. But the way she tries to put it forward completely muddles her intentions. I must admit that I was rather surprised that she chose to apologize to me, however.
And yet, you still...
As I said, apologize with deeds, not words.
Well, it looks like I'm not going to change her mind on that topic.
Would you like me to teach you some prayers, Taru?
Prayers? Tell me, can you mean with the spirits?
Exactly.
She readjusts her position.
Let us begin.
Something's gonna happen. Oh, that's a nice CG. Okay, that's pretty nice. I like this. I like this picture.
To the spirits residing here in this shrine, please listen to my voice. Please help guide Taru through his journey.
She clasps her hands together and closes her eyes. Although I mimic the position she's in, I cannot close my eyes. That's bright Jesus. You have blinded me. Once again, I find myself unable to look away from her. Repeat
with me, Taru. Please guide me. Please help me.
Please guide me. Please help me. The rays of the sun seem to grow brighter as I pray.
They are responding, and they have many questions about the new priest, it seems.
Is that so?
They know that it has been a long time since the priest has been here, last been here. So they are more than eager for your arrival.
A smile forms in her face.
They say you have a good soul, and that a bright future lies ahead of you.
Yeah, is that so?
It most certainly is. I wish to talk to them myself. Sorry if you are not able to follow this, Taru.
Soon she begins to chant a strange prayer. Her chanting has a strange harmonic vibe to it. It seems to resonate with the walls around us. While listening to her beautiful melodic voice, I once again find myself completely enraptured by her. Are all of the spirits from the beyond so beautiful? The words she speaks are strangely musical. I can't follow what she's saying. I'm still recording. Nearly done. Don't worry. No. It's a good thing Chris doesn't know about these games. Obviously, he'll have many questions. He actually probably does, doesn't he? Probably doesn't know what they do, because I know there are some dirty ones out there. By God, I might actually have a couple. Just without the patch. Hello. Yeah. See?
Hello.
Even though I do not know the words of their meaning.
Update.
It's alright, don't worry about the update. Something about it seems to speak to my very soul. It's almost as if I'm picking its meaning with a sense I wasn't even aware I had. She appears to be going into a deep trance. The words pour like a waterfall gently flowing out.
I see. So that's who he was.
What are you talking about?
They are just talking about the previous priest. They say that they miss him. And they also say that they hope to you stay around for much longer than he did.
I'm gonna murder you. Don't worry, I'm just... Right. There must be a lot of history to this place. How many spirits have passed through the two gates? How many priests helped them through the Ascension Festival? For the rest of the afternoon, kind of guided me through the prayer and meditation. And my mind feels the more sharper for it. Right, I'm going to save this here. This seems like a good place to end off this episode. So, I'm actually going to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want any more from me. Nice to see you in the next video. So, guys, I will indeed see you next time. I have no idea what the hell is going to even go with this next time. Jeez. Too many things are going